In this video, we're going to use the browser to load in a synth into the synth rack, and then use the media tab to browse and audition MIDI files and then bring one into our project. Now with the Smart tool, one of the things I can do is click at the end of a clip and drag to loop it. So I'm going to just drag this out and get a couple of loops going on. That's enough for now. And I'm going to hit B to open our browser. And we were working in the Media tab a couple of videos ago to audition our audio loops. But there are three main tabs here. This is the Plugin tab for working with plugins and settings, but we're going to go to the Synth tab, which allows us to work with our synth rack. And what we need to do is load in a software instrument so that we can audition MIDI files and then load them into the project. So I'm going to click this plus button now, which calls up an Insert Synths menu. But I can also get to it from this drop-down menu, which gives us the same menu plus some other various options. I'll get to it from here since I'm here now. And I'm going to go down to our bass guitar instrument. So this calls up the Synth Options box. I'm not going to go through all these now. I'm just going to leave these at the default with the Simple Instrument Track enabled for it to create a track for me. And then open the Synth Property page so I can choose a preset and to ask this every time. Let's go OK. And it's loaded in the bass guitar instrument, and it's created a new track here underneath my previously created track. And we can audition this, and I can hit my keyboard and trigger sounds. And we can change presets. I'm going to click there and just call up one of the other ones. Let's try one of these. That's fine. So I'm going to close that up for now. And we have a bass software instrument loaded in here. Now I'm going to click back to the Media tab and go up our hierarchies and go to where I have some MIDI data. Here's our MIDI library. Let's go into that. And I'll go into some of these patterns, some of the default ones. I'll go into bass. And again, the same rules apply here with these drop-down settings. I have auto preview on. I'm going to turn it off for now. And we can also set the synth preview output, and it's defaulting to that bass instrument since that's the only one loaded into my project currently. But we can set it, if there are more than one, we can set it here. So now that we're in the bass folder, let's go and audition some of these. I'm going to go into Funk and let's hear what they sound like. Now I'm clicking on it and it's not auditioning because I don't have my auto preview on, so I'm going to click play. That's nice. But let's try some other ones. I'll try hip hop. And you'll notice I have to hit the actual stop and play buttons each time because they're not set to auto preview. And I can change the tempo here and audition it at the tempo. So it's auditioning at the tempo. Now, a couple of videos ago I showed you how you can drag and drop this right in. You can also just double click and it'll add it into the project like that. So let me hit B and close the browser, and now we have a MIDI file here on this MIDI instrument track triggering the bass sound, and it'll play together with my drums. But before I do that, I'm going to loop this one also. But I'm going to hit I to open the inspector, and let me just lower the volumes on these so that I don't overload my outputs. And I'm going to select the drum track and lower that one as well now. And let's hear what this sounds like. So there you go. We've loaded in a MIDI clip successfully from the browser, and we switched between the Media tab and the Synth Rack tab to load in an instrument here. And we can manage the instruments this way. I can delete it from there, and of course manage the entire Synth Rack from over here. But we managed the instruments from there, went to the Media tab, located and auditioned the MIDI clips, and then brought it in by double-clicking or dragging and dropping. And then we hit I to adjust the levels in the inspector, and we dragged out the ends from the right-hand border of the clip to loop them. And we have a little arrangement with two clips playing. Stay tuned, see you for more in the next video.